back. It's the Renegade Podcast. Today we about to look at Kwame Brown response to Dr. Boyce Watkins. So yeah, let's get into it.
Back to you, Dr. Boyce Hope. And let me explain something to you, because I think you breaking down my
Hey, we just started the video off. He ain't holding back.
videos for the first 2 minutes because you such a dumbass doctor that you will say something good and then disrespect somebody right after that. And then all of your fans, I'm not going to disrespect them, but I think
Word, that's a fact. I've been saying that he be doing that. And Charlemagne and them be doing that too. People don't even peep that. I'm glad he peeped it because I be peeping that all the time. That they act like they complimenting you, and then like 4 or 5 sentences later, they saying something negative. You're like, hold on, I thought you just said, oh, I'm only gonna speak positive, and then all of us, like they be double talking, doing a lot of double talking. People don't be peeping that, and then they be talking fast on top of it, so you're really not gonna catch it sometimes. But I be paying attention. I'm glad he is too.
because they've been trained to like you because you hide up under Dr. Claude and you say other men name that they respect, that they're not really listening to the condescending shit that you say out your mouth, fat bitch. Because you a disrespectful little motherfucker. Even on your podcast, you disrespect the people that don't agree with you. You start off by trying to give me advice. Kwame needs to learn. They're just picking on your basketball game. You should just get over it. This and that. Soon somebody disagree with your bitch ass. Oh, you're not intelligent. You just don't get it. I only want to.
Word, that's a fact. He really did say that. I watched this response, Boyce Watkins, and he really did say that. He ain't lying. He was like, well, you must be stupid, and I don't want you on my page, and you can unsubscribe from me right now. And he was saying all kinds of wild stuff. I'm like, wow, just because they don't agree with you, you going to tell them to unsubscribe and they stupid? That's crazy.
10% anyway. It's a privilege to be over here. Like you all high and mighty. So any conversation.
Word, he did say that. I forgot he said that. It's a privilege to be over here. What? How is it a privilege? What are you talking about? It's a privilege to be over there. I can't believe he said that to his subscribers like that. He was just having people kicking people out the chat once they say something that they disagree with him. He'd say, "Oh, you must be a troll," and have his moderator kick them out the chat. Like that's crazy. I don't know what he doing over there. That ain't good though.
That we enter into with a bitch like you always win. Because you always set the parameters of what the conversation is about. You either get it or you don't because you're dumb. You a stupid motherfucker. You know that?
That's what he basically really was saying too. To his own followers though. Like what's wrong with him? That man is tripping.
Now, I want to know how am I compared to a white pastor that went around church houses and took advantage of mostly black women from the videos I was looking at. Every person in the front row was a black woman screaming and shouting at a white man. You compare me, a man who came to YouTube saying that you can get your own independence learning 3 trades, came here and let people use my videos to, spread around a little economic, spread around a little income.
Yeah, facts. Good looking, Kwame. Good looking.
The shit that you don't know how to make or spread to people without them paying into you. You want people with no money to pay you to teach them how to get money. And you never.
Facts. It's mad at them dudes on YouTube like that. Mad at them, want you to pay them. Just to even read your comment, you gotta pay them. Tommy be doing that too. Just to even read your comment in the chat, you gotta pay them. Like, what kind of crazy stuff is that? And people is broke and they gotta pay you just to you can read their comment. Like, that's crazy. But that's how they be treating their own followers. Tommy be worse. He be yelling at his followers all crazy, wilding. But yeah, Boyce is wilding for that.
Never really do it, really, in my opinion. Because the numbers of black folks in the wage gap hasn't really decreased from motherfuckers listening to you, or everybody that be on your page listening to you.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. And he always throw that out there. I've been out here for 30 years. I've been doing this for 30 years. All right. How many people is millionaires because they done listen to you? Why so many subscribers ain't flocking to your page like they flocking to his page? Because obviously whatever you doing is not helping people like you say and you fronting. That's what it is. You just straight fronting.
You dry erase board talking motherfucker, you. Who the fuck can sit here and listen to a condescending bitch talk himself in circles where he debunk his own goddamn argument while he talking? You know what? I didn't.
Told y'all that double talking. The buck himself while he talking. That's what Charlamagne do all the time. The bunk himself while he talking. You be like, hold on, didn't he just say this in the beginning? How he saying this now? They do that all the time.
I know that Kwame Brown fella. I just thought, he was a basketball player, but now, I just had to see why he was going over there. You know what?
Yo, he really did say that. I don't even know him like that. I just was watching that joint. He was like, yo, I don't even know him like that. If you don't know him like that, then how you compare him to anybody? That makes sense.
Remind me of a demagogue. He reminded me of goddamn Jim Jones.
He really said that too. He reminded me of a demigod. And then he said he reminded him of Jim Jones. I'm like, what? Yo, I was like, nah, he ain't just say that. Jim Jones? Man, if y'all don't know who that is, y'all better go look him up. There's no way he could compare him to him. Like, that's crazy. And then say he ain't say nothing bad about him. Like, what? That I don't know what's wrong with Boyce. He be tripping. Boyce be tripping. There's no way you could compare him to that dude. No way.
Goddamn alleged murderous guy who just took advantage of women through the church, might I add. Do this look like a church, you stupid son of a bitch? Does this look like I'm asking anybody for a handout? I'm giving more out than I'm getting, you stupid son of a bitch. How can you make a comparison like that, boy? And then go on to say you ain't say nothing negative about me?
Exactly.
Boy, there's something wrong with you, boy. And let me shout out to this YouTuber that pointed it out. I hope I'm not butchering your name. He's from Hong Kong. His name is Mupak Kwam.
Yeah, you got dudes all the way in Hong Kong subscribed to him. Dang, that's crazy.
Mupakwam. He in Hong Kong. That's his YouTube channel. Mupakwam in Hong Kong. And Carcino. I think both of them played it, and I saw it. And I'm like, last night, no, I ain't getting back on tonight. I'm tired of that motherfucker. But you compared me to like a cult, murderous, psychopathic cult leader that took advantage through the church. So are you saying churches are bad, Dr. Boyce? Because we got a lot of black churches in our community, Doc. And a lot of these pastors sound like this. A lot of these pastors give out hope like you do, you little bitch. Because I heard your little Asian zaddies, how he spoke about you. Your little Asian zaddy had a leash around your neck, bitch ass boy.
Oh.
Yeah, your Asian zaddy. Look how he talked about you, boy. He said you was just a character, a little puppet. Like I told you were, bitch. I knew you was a puppet. That third eye told me before I even knew you. I said something over there told me to stay the fuck away from you. Didn't I say that, boy? And when you had people call me, I even told those people. I said, okay, I'll leave him alone, but I don't want to talk to him. Maybe you can do it. No, me and his kind. No, you teaching young black boys to marry single mothers. See, you a pandering bitch. Because just by the numbers, and real women don't respect you. They can tell you're pandering to them. Because guess what my mama told me? My mama's cooking told me when a woman with 3 or 4 kids tried to get me right out of high school. My mama said, hell no, boy. You going somewhere. What the fuck is wrong with you? You know how many responsibilities that is? You got to take care of her kid. You got to argue with the baby daddy. You don't need that shit.
That's a fact. You that young, you don't need all of that. That's for when you old enough already. You already know what situation you getting yourself into. So you be like, I already know what's going on. I could deal with it. But when you that young, you know you can't deal with all of that. That's a fact. You know you can't deal with all that. So I don't know why would Boyce even be telling people that's good. Like not at that age. Like when you become a grown man, you can be smart enough to make your own choices. Then yeah, but nah, hell, not at that age. That's crazy. He shouldn't be telling people that. Should be telling them focus on whatever sport you playing or books, whatever books you into and subject you into, and just focus on that at that age.
So women will tell their sons that. So you don't think women can understand why a young man that's going places wouldn't want to do that, single with no kids? You think that's bashing women, you stupid son of a bitch? So only women can make logical decisions like that. And only mothers can say that. But if a man say, no, I'm worth something, I'm going somewhere, I would rather start my own lineage because you don't got your own, ain't it? So because you did it, now everybody else supposed to do it. You going to make it a thing. You punk bitch, that's dumb. If you decide to fall in love with a woman who has children and she floats your boat, motherfucker, fall in love. That's an
Mm-hmm.
individual thing.
Facts.
But by and large, you jackass, you a doctor. You supposed to go off the numbers. You
Facts. Like that's individually facts. You can't just be telling people broadly to do that. That's individual situations where people be having to handle. Sometimes a person might have a baby mad early. You never know. But those are individual situations. He talking about like the majority of people.
pandering punk bitch. And that's why nobody don't like to listen to nobody like you. Because that is the dumbest advice I ever heard. You's a jackass. I'm a man with children. And every woman I've dated, they had to run into my baby mamas. And
Uh-huh.
everything they thought about not dating a man with a kid, it came to reality. So I don't blame them, you punk bitch. It is hard
Exactly. That's speaking from experience. Facts. That's experience.
to deal with. So why would you be encouraging that? Are you pandering, bitch? Yes, you are. Because the only thing you're going to do is go with what the flow is, bitch. You thought that was going to get women to respect you. And yeah, because I'm a single mama. No, they know they want the truth, motherfucker. Because while you pandering to them, men still hitting them and running the fuck away from them.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if you want to help them, you might want to tell them the goddamn truth. Don't have Pookie baby and then go try to marry goddamn Stanford. Maybe go have Stanford baby and then Stanford will take care of you. But you can still have sex with Pookie if that's what you want to do. But just make sure it don't result in a baby. Pookie don't want your baby. Pookie already ain't a good daddy. Pookie already chilling with his homeboy. Pookie already showed you what he doing. So if you decide to go sleep with Pookie, that's a consequence to that. Boys, since you don't want to tell women the truth ever, pandering bear. You a doctor, but you so dumb. You don't know that I was sitting here using drama to get people in so I can bring them in here and tell them something good that they need to hear. That you qualify. You good enough. This ain't no code, bitch. I tell people they can do it. And I'm showing them by my actions. Showing them, give a little love out. Be a little more free. Don't try to cloak off information. This story is bigger than what people think. Their whole minds and brains are being controlled. Narratives are being swung. You see, didn't they like you, punk bitch, before they start listening to you, dumbass?
Yeah. Oh man. Man, why you do him like that?
See, it's time out to to get people from being in their feelings.
People
It's
dying in
time
the
to get
chat.
people to be in their consciousness and move with a purpose. You're not moving with no purpose because you joining some group talking a bunch of shit and nothing get fixed. Dr. Boyce, you attack me. The biggest thing to help the black community right now is to get Kwame Brown to stop saying the N word on YouTube. So much so that you took time out of your marriage. The same weekend you getting married, I allege that there's something called a
What? The same week he get married. You paying attention to what he got going on? Yeah, you wildin'. You shouldn't even be on YouTube at all. Week and you get married. You tripping about that. You wildin'. Probably the whole week you shouldn't even be worried about no social media at all. You get married, like, that's crazy. Yeah, that sounds suspect. I don't know. I don't know. Sounds suspect, boys.
go along, get along game, right? I argue with two dudes, which turned into Charlemagne the God, which turned into Stephen A. putting me on ESPN, trying to defame me, which turned into my whole family being doxxed and discredited, which turned
Facts.
into almost every YouTuber that is going to hurt their pockets because I'm countering the bullshit that they saying. I'm not standing on anyone's shoulders. Shout out to the young man who says daddy's cooking on his show because it's a personal thing. This is about a connection or something. And if it took your daddy to do that, then damn it, shout out to your daddy. Shout out to you. You got to be connected to something. That young man don't sound like he out trying to shoot nobody in the street. Sound like he'd defend himself and whoop your ass though. Just a man. So if daddy cooking gave you that, and it's not about a daddy or a mama, I want it to be daddy and mama cooking. Because
Facts.
you need both. But
Facts.
I'm waking people up with that terminology. Dr. Boyce, you
That's a fact. Either daddy's cooking and mama's cooking. That's what everybody need. And things will be way better. Way better. That's a whole fact.
you so dumb you couldn't even understand to me. What is mama cooking? You equated it to a 12-year-old. You even made it sound goofy and dumb. Now, but what's goofy and dumb is that you've been doing something for 25 years and you ain't moved up into the number one bracket of it yet.
Mm.
Now that's goofy and dumb. You've been doing something for 25 years and you ain't in the top 20. You ain't in the top 25. Now that's pretty waste of time, dumb. That's why your wife is trying to get your ass off that phone. She might be a geeky, you know. Leave that boy to get. We ain't got time for this shit. Come on, boy, get the groceries. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? You thought that weak ass education was gonna trump a geeky? See, let me explain something to you, boys. You keep calling yourself an elder. Who the fuck told you was an elder? I said I want to connect to the elders. I never said you was an elder. Elders don't move like that. Elders are not condescending, cocky bitches like you. Elders understand that every man is important and it's collective. You're going to need these numbers. You want only 10% of condescending motherfuckers that talk and act like you. Can y'all rebuild America? Can y'all fix the roadways? Can y'all control the power grid? Can y'all do anything other than run your fucking mouth? Now, I'm sure some of y'all that are very good with finances and taxes and all this stuff, and we need that. But you don't got to stand on somebody else's shoulders because they don't talk and walk and act like you, bitch. And that's your fucking problem.
Yeah, that's what a lot of these dudes be doing. Just talking down because you don't know what they know. I'm like, yeah, I don't probably know what you know, but you don't know a lot of the stuff that I know. I ain't gonna talk down on you just because of that. Like, oh, you don't know what I know, so stay away from me. Like, what? And that's what Boyce is basically saying. Oh, you don't know what I know about this tax stuff and all of this type of stuff. How to make more income and all of this. You don't know none of that. Stay away from me. Unsubscribe from me. You stupid. That's what he really was saying on his um channel. I'm like, wow, he really made a video like that. Disrespecting his subscribers, straight disrespecting. That was messed up. That was messed up. I want to know, like, oh man, like, what do you get out of that? Doing stuff like that to your own people that's following you. You tripping. You all the way tripping.
And that's a lot of you bourgeoisie motherfuckers' problem. You're going to need guys like me. Regular, common people. You can say whatever about me, bitch. You can tell me I'm whatever because I play the game. It's just a game, motherfucker. I'm not no celebrity. I just wanted to play a goddamn game at its highest level. You never asked me what I thought about it. It was just a fucking game that I used as a stepping stone to put my mother on a golf course. I've seen too much real life for you to get me caught up into some dumb shit and wordplay. You just talking, Boyce, and I told you that. I'm something different. You never figured out how to feed all your 200 and something thousand subscribers, Boyce. Why don't you let them use your videos? Ain't you the economics guy? You didn't know that would put money in their pocket, dummy?
Yeah, that's a whole fact. Instead of disrespecting them while they on your live with you and kicking them out just because they disagree with what you're saying, let them use your video, make some money. You ain't never do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. And look, he come on YouTube and just let mad people eat off his stuff.
Hit that hookah real quick. I need an intermission of roasting your bitch ass because you so easy. I told you, you look like the motherfucker, a nigga tripped and hit his head against the locker in high school, and you around here talking shit and cussing now. Bitch, shut up. I bet your wife don't even like your bitch ass. He probably set her up to marry you. Somebody told me how you proposed to her with a fanny pack on. You know, that was the lamest shit ever.
Yeah, he ain't just say that. Yo, he just said, "Oh man, that's crazy." If he really did that, he better not have really did that. If he did that, that's wild. That's wild. I know he was looking crazy. I know whoever he was with, one of his friends or something, probably was like, "Man, I gotta come with you. Why you wearing that fanny pack? I gotta come with you." Yeah. Nah, he better not have all that. Oh man, that'd be crazy.
Proposed to his wife with a fanny pack on. Yeah, looking like a fat baby. Stupid little looking.
Nah, he better not have did that. That'd be crazy. We need footage of that. We need footage of that. That'd be crazy.
Bitch. She wanted to say no, but you put her on camera. She gonna divorce your ass in 2 years and change
Oh,
your
there is
economics.
footage of it.
You know he lame as hell in the band camp, motherfucker. There ain't nothing wrong with the band, but it's wrong with Boyce being in the band.
Nah, we need to see that footage because that'd be funny, man.
He wearing white socks with like gray New Balance, stomach hanging all over. Bitch, you need to work out for your goddamn wedding, though. But you done got married already.
Yo, people
Teddy
is
bear looking
dying in the
motherfucker.
chat.
Now he want to curse and shit.
People is dying in the
You
chat.
ain't no full body man. You want to study all day. And that's what's wrong with us now. We got weak, soft bitches like you trying to fake intellect a man. Men don't care about that. We'll slap you, boy. Fuck wrong with you?
Yo, he going in on Boyce right now. Oh man, people in the chat is dying. Yeah, I know that is funny, man.
Trying to come up and act like a better version of a woman, trying to out intellect a man all day, and all you're doing is controlling the narrative, setting your shit up, getting your shit. Well, let me tell you about such and such. He's a this, he's a that. No, I mean, if you don't believe what I'm saying, then you're dumb. Never mind, I'm a doctor.
He really do that.
He's an idiot. Motherfucker, you couldn't even come to YouTube and do what a busty bus with a high school education did. And you the economics major? Nigga, fuck you. See, you can't make no money. You don't know how to make no money. See, that's why you got to sit up under a dude like Charles Wong or whatever his name is, and then he got to give you money to be a boy, give you money for a product you don't even believe in. You're selling hope to women. That's why you always pandering to one. Now women think that if they go out and have 3, 4 kids, make a bitch ass nigga like you wait for 20, 30 years and go out and live their life and come back and they gonna have a nigga like you waiting on. No, everybody ain't like you, Paul. Fuck you talking about. Nick, man, men, you ain't a man amongst men. Don't no men I hang around and look at your life and say, yeah, that's what I aspire to be.
He going in on the while smoking the hookah.
Telling young boys to do that. You a dumb motherfucker. Would you tell young girls to do that? Would you tell young girls to go out and be with a man with multiple kids? So that's what you want to do. You're going to tell your daughters in that house, go find a man with multiple baby mamas. That's going to be the best future for you. That's what you telling little girl. See, the only time a little soft, mush bread, bitch ass nigga like you will understand the bad behavior in that is when you put a woman in the place of the shit that you talking about. Then you can see how it's a bad thing because you a coward, punk bitch. See, I can call out the fact that your lesser charged homeboy is dead ass wrong for throwing bunkies and shit at Donnell Rawlings.
Yo, he be having me dying when he say bunky. Yo, that should be sounding mad funny. Where you get that from? But word, this dude Charlemagne, man, lesser charge dude, man. I don't know how he's still on the radio. I'm still confused. I'm still confused. And then that's how he probably really started speaking on Kwame because of Charlemagne. You know, that's his homie. And then that's how hip hop viral news started speaking on him because they cool with Boyce and Boyce cool with Charlemagne. Charlemagne cool with all the smoke podcasts. So look, there's a whole chain of all of these dudes that's cool with each other. That's why they all coming at him. It's crazy.
Because if you'd have did that to a female, that would have been sexual assault. See, but you a pandering punk.
That's a fact. If he was doing what he did to Donnell, I'm telling you, I go watch my video that I did on what he did to Donnell, man. That's crazy, man. I gotta do the another video on what he did, what they did to him the first time, cause that was crazy too. The second time was even crazier, but the first time, well, both of them was crazy, man. Like I don't even know, they both were super crazy. Like both of them were super crazy both times. So yeah, I'm gonna do a video on the when he went up there the first time too, so y'all can see that. But yeah, they be wilding up there. Like, what's wrong with them? What is wrong with them? Grown men, two grown men doing that to Donnell. Like, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. I don't know how they keep getting away with that. I'm confused. Like, there gotta be an agenda because they keep letting them do that. That's like they tripping over there, all the way tripping.
You want men to be disrespected on every level because they're your friend. He treated you nice. Probably threw a bunkie at you too.
Oh.
He probably threw one back. What's wrong with you, nigga? Trying to use your education. I knew what they were trying to do. I knew the setup.
He going in on Boyce right now. Yo, he going in on him. This is crazy.
I was like, who next? And so I told this nigga, I dealt with condescending niggas like that in school all my life. They'll disrespect you like shit and try to control the room by making you get upset. So I gave him the upset, fuck you, bitch. I wanted to disrespect him on every level because I knew I was going to use his own words to eat him. When you fake smart like that, you'll talk yourself in circles where your own words will eat you up and make you implode. So I still gave him the ratchet. Nigga, fuck you. Because that's what we say to your little soft niggas like you in real life. Fuck you. Use a pop. And so I've dealt with guys like that all my life. He come and try to be the calm guy, get you to curse and shout. Most people don't know how to see past the curse words and do a person have a right to go get like that.
Yeah, I know a lot of people like that. A lot of people.
They'll just, oh, he cursing. Oh my God. They done made the world so sensitive. Oh God, he bad man cursing. So then he'll get away with the worst behavior. You know, like tricking black people for that Asian boy. Then he don't even like you. He don't even like you. I bet your wife don't even like your bitch ass. You tricked that woman into marrying her. Gonna put her on camera. That's supposed to be an intimate moment, you little bitch. It's an intimate moment you put on camera looking like you look. You didn't even have a tuxedo on. You wasn't even sharp. You an economics major looking like that. I guess your deal with Charles Wu had to run out. And now you're disrespecting all your subscribers. You're stupid. I think I should subscribe because I'm willing to stand on the hill right now down to show that y'all stupid and I'm tired of this shit.
He really was saying stuff like that. He really was saying that. I'm like, dude, he had so. What's wrong with him? Going in on his own subscribers. He said, I don't care if I got 2,000 subscribers left. I don't care. All of y'all can leave. I'm like, what? Are you just telling your subscribers to leave? Yeah, he is bugged out.
You thought they were gonna stay there?
Word, like what?
You are definitely trying to make it like it's a revolutionary.
Yeah, if that was me, I'd be like, I'm out.
Hey, no, bitch. You ran your mouth about somebody that said it was a go along, get along game. And you're proving the point so much that you really are calling people stupid and then expecting them not to really start paying attention. See what happened when you call somebody dumb? Niggas are gonna look like, who the fuck you think you talking to?
Word.
Now they're paying attention to what you're saying. They don't give a fuck that you keep name dropping Claude Anderson and all these other men
Word.
that done something they like. They paying attention to what you saying now, bitch. Everything you saying is bullshit.
Facts.
Everything out your mouth. You're telling people he ain't trying to bring nobody together while I'm bringing in great men, letting men tell their stories. I want to get Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on here too, because I believe the go along, get along gang railroaded him too.
Where he had Mahmoud up there. He had Craig Hodges. I gotta put those two videos up too. I done did those already. I gotta put those up. But yeah, he done had he gonna have more good people. So yeah, he putting the right people on his joint.
So, Dr. Boyce, I ain't never heard you interview Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I ain't never seen you interview Mahmoud. I ain't never heard of you going to find Devin George that's building whole communities around the world. You the economics major. You supposed to be finding men like that. See, you probably couldn't get no money out of him because he already got the system in place. So you don't want to come up there and help with that with your knowledge. See, I noticed, Doc, you don't never give knowledge unless it come with you making some money. So you tried to throw that bullshit on me. You more like Jim Jones than anybody else. I'm not selling a bunch of women of fake lies and hope. I'm telling them the truth. I'm telling everybody the truth. You a lying punk ass bitch, and that's the truth. People can see videos of your condescending ass bringing up my name. Oh, everybody just keep asking me about him on Twitter. Who the fuck are you that everybody keep calling you and asking you? See, you know you can tell a lying some bitch when they overexert themselves and everything, making themselves seem important. Steven Jackson just called me, and such and such called me. You like a gatekeeping bitch, like I said. Why you getting so many calls about everything? Ain't nobody calling you about economics. Everybody calling you about drama. And talking about a busty bus.
That's a whole fact. You supposed to be the economics man. Why they hit you up about drama? They never hit you up about the economics. Like that would make no sense. The first person, oh nope, you gotta hit up Dr. Boyce. It's drama going on. Like what? Why are you the first person people gotta call? That would make no sense. Basketball players, judges, everybody gotta call you, huh?
You got more calls about a busty bus basketball player and with some drama connected to one man, might I add you. You connected to Charlemagne the God, which I don't know why he used that name, because Judge Joe Brown told us what that name meant. But I noticed something about you go along, get along game, motherfucker. Because, see, I thought you was talking about the rapper Jim Jones. But now that you said this guy's name, Jim Jones, and I actually looked up this horrible person that you compared me to without even knowing me, Doc. You're on video saying you don't know me and then making comparisons to a murderous cult leader, allegedly.
Facts. If you don't know him, how you comparing him to somebody? Clear. That's why I say you be double talking. First he'll say in the beginning, I don't know him, such and such and such. To like 5-10 minutes later, But yeah, he's like a Jim Jones. He's like a demigod. What? You just said you don't know him. So look, see? Double talking.
You condescending bitch. But and that ain't even allegedly. But I gotta ask you something, Jim Jones, because I'm starting to notice these people in these little industries. You guys take names of people that are horrible people.
That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. See, look, I'm glad he pointing this out on his big platform. I'm glad. Because, like, Charlemagne the God, Judge Joe Brown just told us what his name meant. Then now Jim Jones, the rapper. Why would you name yourself after Jim Jones, the dude who did that to Jonestown? Like, what? Like, that's crazy. Like, these people, you gotta watch out for these people, man.
So I gotta ask a series of questions. Charlemagne the God, why is your name Charlemagne the God? That is a horrible man's name.
Facts.
Uh, why are you still on the Breakfast Club?
That's
You a
another
horrible
fact.
man. DJ Envy, bitch, why is you out of that leash? I see you, motherfucker. Put that leash back on your motherfucking neck. I know it's Sunday, and she
I
probably at
knew
the
that was
grocery store
coming.
getting some shit, and you walking around free in the yard. Bitch, put that leash back on your motherfucking neck, bro. I don't know.
Yeah,
So
people are
why is Jim
dying.
Jones named Jim Jones? See, I'm starting to think this simulation that I think we in is absolutely true, and they give you.
He called it assimilations. Oh man, see? And he said this on his big platform. I'm glad, man. People will start paying attention, man. People start noticing all the little stuff, man. All the little details, and we can start putting everything together. I'm glad everybody waking up now.
These weird old people and they make them exalted on these platforms like they bigger than life, and they put a bunch of niggas around them that'll do a bunch of nigga shit. And Dr. Boyce, he got a bunch of bourgeoisie around them that like to stand on everybody's shoulders that's coming with that real, so you can make sure you suppress their talking points. Because everything that all of y'all go along, get along gang, all y'all keep talking about is when I'm doing the comic relief part. None of you mention coding. None of you mention trade schools. None of you
Facts.
mention fourth grade reading levels.
Facts.
None of you mention the fact that I came onto YouTube and I helped more in the economics department than Dr. Boyce for the free.
That's a fact.
And you ain't have to put no dollar down to get my book. You
Word.
didn't have to come to a seminar. You just had to come listen and be you. Take the video, make it your own perspective. Tell me
Mm-hmm.
if you think it's a go along, get along game.
Facts.
Start asking these real questions. Why didn't nobody ask?
That's a fact, nigga. Facts. That's a whole fact. You letting people rock out. See, that's what's cool, man. You ain't gotta worry about none of that extra stuff like we be trying to post other people stuff and gotta worry about that other stuff. So word. That's cool that he be letting people rock out. Everybody can eat.
Chris Bouchard want to laugh at Scottie Pippen. How come they ain't asked Michael Jordan, did he really want to trade me for Elton Brand? Nobody asked
That's
that
a
question
fact.
yet.
I
I'm
still
just
didn't
still
hear
angry.
word. I still didn't hear nobody ask that.
Nobody
Word.
asked Stephen A. and hold his foot to the fire and say, hey, look, we don't want to see no more basketball clips. Why was you at them colleges, boy? Why was you at them high schools, boy? And then chase the money from Disney and iHeart and all these corporations and see who pay these men.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll start seeing the truth of why so many people are talking about Kwame all of a sudden. See, they didn't just hear the jokes. They heard and saw what I was doing.
That's a
That's why
fact.
so much sound going out. That's why us niggas want to call my mama the B word.
Man. What's the name? Wild out when he did that. Oh, Tommy. Yeah, Tommy. Wild out when he did that. I was like, man, he know he wouldn't say that to his face. So why would you even go on the internet and start talking like that? People be super tough on the internet, man. It'd be crazy. They'd be all the way tripping. When he said that, I was like, oh man. He bugged out, man.
That's why us niggas up there on YouTube telling their whole audience that the people that are following me is bouncing on my lower parts. They can't just see the realness and agree with something. And little boy, you got a feminine ass tongue, boy. You little boy, you little YouTube boy that said that. I think you from California. You got a feminine ass tongue, boy. And I don't know who raising you, but where I'm from, that's very dangerous to talk like that, boy.
Word.
I don't know what done happened to you little boys. I guess you raised up around your mamas and you done heard your mama going off and stripping and talking like the baddest motherfucker in the world. But you a man, sir. And there's certain things you ain't supposed to say out your mouth, sir.
Facts.
Now you little feminine males need to watch y'all motherfucking mouth. Y'all going too far with the disrespect for attention.
Yeah, man. He was going in on Boyce Watkins. He wasn't holding back, man. That's what I'm talking about, Kwame. He wasn't playing, man. But yeah, y'all could like the video, share the video. Definitely comment down below. Let me know what y'all think and all that. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video.